basically, it's the KoSS eco server, and I was playing with someone that I met through someone that I played games with regularly, but our schedules switched, and we both have very little time. But yeah, me and Zen are building in this area. There we go. And there's a couple in a little bit of a different area over here. So this is a 9K world. It's 300 by 300. There are some claims over there. I don't know why those are over there. My area is here. We have a player named Nano. Zen's area is here. I'm actually in the mine. Well, digging the mine anyway. I want to say it's Scooter is over here, and Shifty is over here, and he like claimed a bunch of his resources. Which is kind of funny because there's no way I'm going over there just for whatever that is when I have so much right here. And you can kind of see it. So this is the little mine area going down, and then I built a path that goes across and up over to here, where it's just all trees. Lots and lots and lots of trees. This area here, so much coal, iron, copper, and gold. Like, it just lines the walls in these areas in the river.
So you're playing as a dwarf?
Apparently, I'm digging holes.
Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy,
Yeah.
diggy hole. I am a dwarf and I'm dead. Be right back.
Yeah, that's got to be their version of Bedrock. I'm not gonna pick that up right now. Let me... Okay, I'm back. Oh.
Back.
Okay. I'll give you a tour of the house here in a second. I just want to get some of this started. So what I'm planning is, since I'm down at like the bedrock layer where I can't actually mine any lower, I believe I'm at 8, level 8. What I'm going to do is clear out a good... Yeah, a good 4 or 5 high, probably 5. Because I'm going to do all of my industrial machines down here. And I'm going to try and run power somehow. I'm not sure how that's going to work. Like, I haven't looked it up on the wiki, but I'm pretty sure that power runs through the blocks that are connected to the power generator. So if I do it right, I should be able to get power down here and distributed to all the machines. However, before I actually do that, I'm going to look it up on the wiki and see if my suspicions are correct or, well, if I'm completely wrong. Because it may just be an area of effect that the power is distributed.
Right.
Which I wouldn't be surprised if it was an area of effect. It's a lot easier. I just got to the point of being able to make a lot of the stuff, but I'm still like behind in some cases. So here's my area.
Okay.
That big cube, I wanted to say board cube, but it's not. That big cube is where I'm storing the tailings for the moment. Once I get the bunker dug out enough, I'm going to move all the tailings down underground because they pollute the ground and the atmosphere potentially. So they're actually toxic. And I don't see any pollution. So it looks like that bug where this wasn't... Why is it like that? Oh, someone must have put stuff in there. There was a bug. I don't know how long the bug was around, but you would do something like this, and it just wouldn't help. And the masoned stone is supposed to prevent the pollution from getting out as easily. It's supposed to add a good percentage of time so that you have an actual buffer to work with before you can basically start destroying the world.
Okay.
So, like, currently my pride and joy is sitting right there. You want to take a guess at what that is when it pops up for you?
I see a dollar sign. Is that a mint?
Yes. I'm at the point where I can actually start making my own currency and using that instead of like the infinite game given tokens that are used a lot of times in early. So that's Zen's place.
Okay.
She's got quite a bit in there. So here's my depot for dropping stuff off. And here's my contract board. The contract board is where you can basically get people to do stuff for you. I'm going to add more to it. This is just me testing it out to see exactly how it works. Where like people can basically pick this contract up, go collect 20 logs, which is basically like 50 or 60% of a tree depending on which tree. Bring it back, get the currency. Same with the stone. Like, it's a little more for the stone because the stone is, I guess, in more demand at the moment because we're doing a lot with the stone. Currently, to make the bricks, it's 4 pieces of stone to make 1 set of bricks. So that's why I have the bricks as like a priority for the stone.
So your currency is just Tensor credit?
For the moment. I haven't actually started minting my own currency, but I was going to probably use gold, mint my own coins, and then use my coins to back up my shop as like the global currency, because no one else seems to really be on doing a lot right now because of all the holidays and school and all of that getting back and going again. So when people are on more, like I'm actually considering trying to get everyone together and contribute a bit and get 2-3 more gigs of RAM and open it up. Not necessarily fully to the public, but open it up to anyone that joins the KoSS Discord and shows interest. Because if you're going to join the Discord channel, you're more than likely not just going to troll and be jerky and stuff like that. Usually, if your people are going to go do trolling, they're looking for servers they can just pop right into, do what they're going to do, and leave without hardly any issue or anyone necessarily having to have any contact with them.
Yeah. So you're both the gold mine and the mint.
Shh! I have a monopoly. I'm not giving up.
So, but my question is, when are you building the bank and becoming the bank as well?
I was actually thinking of building a little bank like right out here with a little walkway that goes out, just standing up like I have my house standing. Go down.
Yeah.
Check back up any second.
I probably have to refresh it. It says offline. It says offline. There we go. It's back.
Okay. So, I wasn't sure exactly. Oh. I need to make... Okay. Alright. I'll have to make it bigger. I wasn't sure if this room was big enough when I put it in here. I just did it to get it out of the way at the moment. But I wasn't sure how I wanted to back it. Like, because I can set it to a number of items.
What do you mean by back it?
Well, you have to use gold bars to print the currency, which means however many is printed off that gold bar is the equivalent in gold bars.
Okay.
It's just me trying to keep track of how I'm going to do the currency. That way, if I have to pay out a lot, I can just be like, here's some gold bars. Bring it back. I'll mint it into coins when you want it or something.
So, the way it's on screen, it's 10 coins per gold bar?
Roughly, yeah. But I wasn't sure if I wanted to change that.
That's... If you're going for realistic, that's rather large coins.
I know. I was thinking like 50 or something.
If you're being realistic, a standard gold bar to coin conversion is probably closer to a couple hundred.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to look it up and get an idea, because I don't want it to be something where someone can just bring me a bunch of gold and be like, here, mint this for me, and then they're all said and done. Like, I want to try and keep some sort of a control on it, which means I have to actually like do the governor thing and pass laws and...
Of course, I'm wondering, are you just going to use gold coin, or are you going to go with, copper and silver coin as well?
It'd be copper and iron. I don't think... No, silver's not in the game.
Okay.
I could, like... I probably should, honestly. But here's my shop at the moment. I just put it up yesterday.
Well, in order to make it so that you can pay for things at smaller quantity or smaller value, if you go with 2 types of coin, then you don't need to make large quantities of gold per bar because the copper will make your change. If you're just going to make gold, then I would suggest going with larger numbers per bar. That way it takes more coin to buy something, but you can be more specific in the price.
Yeah. Like, gold is pretty abundant. So, like, honestly, if someone... well, while you're off doing that, I'm going to check. Oh, you work gears. Okay. Okay, and then I need to get to that, yeah. No, I already made it. And you're also not working, okay. So what was it I needed? Cement.
I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah, see, what I was thinking is like the idea of a gold dollar and a copper penny. So, you would make change using the copper for transactions, and then the gold coins are your dollars, your basic form. Whereas if you just use gold, you have to account for the penny.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily make, gold pennies because that would be a lot of pennies you're using lots of coins for any transaction at that point, but
yeah. So here's my shop. I don't have it in any specific order. Like I probably could like move it down and rearrange it and get it more organized, but I just haven't.
So you said gold is fairly common, right?
Yep.
How common is copper?
Almost as common, because the thing is there's iron, copper, gold, coal. That's about it. Besides like stone and trees, and so that's really what you have to work with is those three. Right.
Well, there's the actual value in game based on availability versus trying to go with a theme. If you went with gold coin and copper coin, I would suggest a 10-to-1 difference. So if it's 10 gold coins per bar, then go with 100 copper coins per bar. If you only go with gold, then the 50 per bar sounds better. And of course, making the change, it's just 10-to-1. 10 copper coins equals 1 gold coin.
Yeah, that would work.
It makes it simpler than going with real currency numbers, which would be 100-to-1, where you would make probably a few hundred to a few thousand copper coins per copper bar, and a lot more gold coins per bar.
Yeah, well, This is where I'd select the new currency if I did it. I wasn't sure what to call it, but I just left it as this. Yeah, that's all good. But yeah, so basically,
Well, who's the ruler? Do you have a specific leader or ruler of the area?
yes.
Who? You? If it's you, then a common name would be, if you just go with gold coins, call them sovereigns. It's the currency of the leader, named after the leader's role in that it's a sovereign.
Yeah, I might.
Gold sovereigns is a common fantasy coin name because it works without
Yeah.
actually having to come up with a specific name.
Okay, so here's the research bench. This is where you go and you get all the books. There's only a few that I don't have. I don't have oil drilling. I don't have industry. And I don't have... I don't have baking. I don't have baking or any of them that say a requirement. So there's like 5 that I don't have. Well, 6. Where is baking? Cooking. Oh, maybe it's cooking that goes into... Or I'm just blind and I don't see it.
What are you looking for?
Yeah, I think it's cooking. I don't have cooking, which would probably open up advanced cooking. And then from advanced cooking, I would get the stuff. Oh, maybe.
What is it you're looking for?
I'm trying to figure out the path because I just got the bakery oven. And in order to...
What? I didn't hear what it was you were looking for.
Oh, I'm not looking for anything. I'm just explaining, like, there's only a few things I don't have.
Okay.
And in order to get some of this, I have to actually do cooking, which I haven't yet.
Okay.
Like, I've got most everything, though. In fact, I keep doing that. If someone wanted to, they could come over here and get some of the more specialty ones right off the bat. Like, they wouldn't have to spend much points, and I don't have it necessarily too difficult to get some of these. Realistically, some of these are actually much cheaper than they probably should be, based on how many machines and how far in the game you actually have to be to unlock some of it. Lumber is difficult, but I think the one that is like the most difficult to get into would be mechanics, and probably mechanics, because once you get to mechanics, you get the assembly line, which then gives you the ability to get electricity and to get some of those, because I don't have electricity. That's the one I didn't have. I don't have electronics because I need steel. And in order to get steel, I need to be doing cement stuff, because one of the things you make in the cement tree gives you the ability to make something that makes the steel, and from there you go into oil drilling because you need reinforced concrete and a combustion engine, which I still can't make yet because I don't have electronic mechanism table, which is just after cementing. Lots in this game.
Yeah.
So there's like a dozen more crafting stations I have yet to even get to or find out how to make.
Yeah.
I'm still technically early game. I'm pretty close to mid though. So here's my kitchen. Oh, it's not working. What is it? Really? Oh, this room. Yeah, because I don't have any of the fancy stuff in this room. So there's my kitchen. There's some chests. Now, these stairs are actually a tier 3 building material. The red brick is tier 2. That door is tier 3. The masonry stone in the corner and the wall here is tier 1. There's some more tier 3 building. I like the tier 3 windows from the lumber. Yeah, the lumber. Here's my butcher's table. This is where you process the animals in the game. Apparently, in the next update, they're adding like a dozen animals, I think it was, because there's 2 or 3 per the new biome, and there's a handful of new biomes.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, I didn't read all of it. I just kind of glanced through it quickly. Really? The game's wanting to poison my food. That works. So my icebox stores my meats.
Gearbox and iron pistons were inside your refrigerator?
Yes. The game's trying to poison me. Excuse me. So this is technically, I want to say, like a tier 3, and this one and this one and this one I want to say are tier 3, but I'm not 100% sure. If they're not tier 2, they're like really late, or if they're not tier 3, they're really late tier 2, like just before you get to tier 3.
The machinist table, a lathe, yeah, that's all rather advanced stuff.
And a press.
And press. Okay.
So, come on. The machinist table is where I make my next crafting station. I've made 2 of them. One that I plan to use myself, and one that's on sale for 2,000 of my credits. In order to make the assembly line, just to make those 3 items, you need a boiler, a lathe, a portable steam engine, I believe, right? Yep. The screw press, and the shaper. Oh, the steam engine. That goes in the cart. I can make self-driving carts now. Not like steering, but like self-moving carts. Like pre-Model T type carts.
Yep. Horseless carriages.
There we go. Horseless carriage. No English tonight. But yeah, you basically have to build just about one of everything in here except a steam engine. And then from there, you go to other places and build the different things that you need. And they all require something a little bit different than the last, except for iron. It's pretty common. But yeah, iron's not necessarily that easy to it's 4 iron ore per iron bar, and then you've got the tailings that come with it. I think it's 4 tailings a bar. So there's 4 times the pollution to just a bar. Which is why I say it's a bit difficult, because you have to deal with the pollution actively. It's not something you can just toss out and forget. Like, it will actively pollute unless you're paying attention to it and dealing with it. And once it starts polluting, from what I understand, the effects take quite a bit of time to dissipate, and it can have adverse reactions to the environment because it's its own ecosystem on the planet. But yeah, I have yet to figure out what the heat sink's for. Oh, radiator, and that would be for probably the next vehicle after the horseless carriage. Because I think you get like one of those old-timey Ford trucks from like 1940s, I think it is. Where it's like the old style, the wooden flatbed, the over-emphasized wheel fairings, and
the original truck, which predated Ford, it was a Dodge cargo carrier. Basically, it was an early pickup and an early semi, all in one.
that would have been big.
Well, it wasn't as big as a semi, but it was bigger than a regular pickup would be today.
Oh, okay.
It was moving the large freight that you would have had on large wagons.
Oh, before they started using like those big metal shipping containers then.
Well, yeah. We're talking like 1900, 1902, something like that.
Okay.
Was when it was made.
Were they still using those big wooden boxes then?
Yeah, they've been using large wooden crates for a long time. Maybe not the same as we use today, because you would have had to have been able to move it around once you got it on shore.
Yeah, I'm probably thinking of something, because I've seen a bunch of different pictures of some of that stuff, but I don't know. Here's my carpentry table for making stuff for the home decor. Now this one's kind of a nice, a nice addition to a game like this, where you can put down something and basically give people who are new to the server an opportunity to kind of pick up some basic materials, like just some basic stuff.
Cool.
Yeah. So technically, if you don't count dirt, your real first building material would be the hew logs. Now, when you first start playing, they are like a 4-to-1 ratio. 4 logs to 1 hew, I think it is. And as you play and get more points, you can reduce the amount of materials it costs to make some of these things. So there's the water wheel, there's the windmill. I'll go up and show you the upstairs real quick before we get to. This game's got some things that make my OCD go nuts. Did you see that butterfly? If not, you will in a second.
Be right back.
Okay. How? 22. Do I really need to use it, or should I just wait and let it go? Oh, this isn't where glass is. This is where this one is, which is what I needed. I'm gonna have to make another one of those. I'm gonna need more glass since I have to expand that room. do it. Just put a rug here if I can get one to fit. I need concrete for that. Here it is. So, oh, it's a combustion, not a steam. I was hoping.
And back.
Okay.
So I haven't seen enough about this game to know whether it would be whether it's in it or whether there would be any point to it. But if I played, I would want to be the blacksmith.
In order to be the blacksmith, you would essentially probably be doing 3 or 4 things.
And by that I mean specifically like weapons and armor smith, not just generic.
They haven't implemented any of that. This game's more about balancing your impact on the world with your development of your town or civilization.
Right. That's what I was saying. I haven't seen enough to know if there would be any point to it even. But if I could, that's what I would be doing.
Yeah. So here's where I make bricks. I am at a 4-to-1 brick ratio. So 4 stone per brick. That's with the cost reduced 80%. I forgot about that. So you're looking at probably 8-to-1 brick ratio.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Speaking of making armor, I'm pulling out my chainmail to keep working on it.
So here's the Wainwright table. And here's that powered cart I was talking about. Unfortunately, it too requires a combustion engine, which I can't get until after I do oil drilling to get oil. And I probably have to find a way to process it into petrol or gasoline.
Now, powered cart, that sounds more like a mining cart.
No, it's like one of the old style horse-drawn wagons with the dome cloth top on it, with like a motor, bicycle handles, and a little motor
So it is a horseless carriage.
Yeah, it is, but it's like a hybrid odd thing. Like I can't even do asphalt roads until I can make concrete.
Be right back.
Okay. I can do stone. I'm gonna have to start doing stone. But that doesn't say how much of an increase in speed I get. Okay. So I wonder if that's how much is left. 9, yeah, it should be how much is left. 30. 40.
I'm
Wow.
back. What?
So with my efficiencies and all of that, for some of this stuff, I can take 50 sand and turn it into 200, or no, 500 of the pitch, which is used in creating bricks. I want to say probably concrete. I haven't got there yet, so I don't know, but mortared stone and like some of the other stuff, like stone roads and things like that.
And I'm guessing will be important when you eventually get to concrete. Tarmac, asphalt, whatever.
Yeah. But I'm making a bunch of it because I'm eventually just going to start making like the stone roads. Because here's the stone ramp. So how much is the stone
right
ramp
back.
here? Okay. 4 and 2. Is this where it was? Oh, stone road. So one's road, one's ramp. Okay, that's what it is. Industrial engineering 2? I just haven't even gotten industrial engineering yet, and there's already a 2? I don't see that anywhere to unlock. Fun. Oh. Well, you're done. That's good. Great. Can't believe I did that a second time. Oh, I should put a windmill on there. Okay.
Go ahead.
It still bugs me. I want to change it.
Isabel Becerra, driving 1966.
Is that 800 or 3?
227.
It's got to be
That
3.
would be Ivan in 1971.
Oh, that's my current. Okay, that's my current capacity. Max output. Okay. But how do I see power grid optional? How do I? Oh, it did not work. Oh, that's that pipe. Oh, the watermark still's there. Look at that. Just kinda waiting. Ooh, I know what I need to do.
Huh.
Go check my fisheries.
Okay.
Well, not fisheries, but my fish traps. And then I think the other one is back over here. Right? No, it's not out that far. What's over there? Oh, he did see me. Okay. Come on, let me up. There we go. Like, here's more gold. Like, this is how much gold I have access to, just right here. I want to say that's gold.
Well,
It might be copper. I'm pretty sure it's gold, though.
once you collect all the gold, then everybody's going to need your gold to get any.
Yeah, but there, I guarantee you, there is way more gold on this planet. This is probably like 1%, if that. Got stuck. No, I have so much gold. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I have yeah, I don't think that's all of it. Yeah, I got more here. Got more. Yeah, I've got probably somewhere around, I would say, 100 gold ingots. That's including some of the ore over there, and because I want to say it's 4 gold per ingot as well. Because I don't have the blast furnace, I just have like the makeshift.
If you go with just gold coins, that's 5,000 gold coins.
Yikes.
if you did 50 per ingot.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot, but that's a lot for one person. How many people would be using and exchanging it?
Uh, yeah, I probably have 100 or so gold bars that I can get access to. Like I only have 20 or so here in my inventory on this side of my property, but I've got a bunch more on the other side too.
Yeah, and if you made 50 coins per bar, that's 5,000. But then once the currency is being used, that's saturated throughout other people. How many people would that have to split up the total economy?
Let's see. There's 2 on that island, and 1 on another island that's just past this one that I'm looking at. There's probably 6 of us on the server at grand total right now, which is why I want to see about maybe getting some more RAM and opening it up.
That's less than 1,000 per person, and you were saying 2,000 for your 2,000 of your currency for that one bench.
Well, that's the credits. That's not like the actual currency that's
Oh, okay.
minted.
Okay. Well, how much would that bench for go in sovereigns? I'm just going to call them sovereigns until you come up with a better name.
To be honest, I don't know because I would have to. I'd get a couple
How
of
many
them
credits?
together. What?
How many credits per gold coin, or how many credits per gold bar?
That I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to do a trade like that though.
Well, I'm trying to just do some math to then give you an estimated price for that bench.
Since the credits are unlimited, I would say probably 5,000 credits a coin because you can get tons and tons of credits. Like,
But by that token, then that means one gold coin, and we're talking about a total currency, total economy of maybe 5,000 available at the moment if you made all your stuff into it. Uh, one gold coin would buy 2 of those benches. Be right back.
hmm. Oh, where'd it go? Did it really move it over there? Really? Oh. So... No, it's still in there. But it's not... Oh, I apologize. It's kind of boring. There's more there. Why can't it just be stone this level? Oh, psst. Guess I should pay attention. That's not too bad. '20. I should dig that out and put a stockpile there. That works. There's so much gold.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
So, how many resources go into each gold bar? Like gold ore or anything else that needs to be done?
4 ore.
4 ore becomes 1 gold bar.
Yes.
Okay. How many resources, numerically, go into making that bench?
A lot. Okay, so the assembly line, which is the one that's up for
sale.
Yeah. Oh, it's only a tier 2. So that means the mechanics bench is a tier 2 probably too. But yeah, in order to make it, you need a couple of screws, couple of gears, and a portable steam engine. The portable steam engine requires a boiler, which a boiler is right here, and that requires screws and plates. So the portable steam engine is the boiler, a couple of gears, a couple of plates, some screws, and 2 pistons. Now, in order to get those plates and those screws and the pistons, you need the lathe, or the lay, the screw press, and
I'm not looking at the number of machines, just the specific number of resources per one.
Resources, I would say.
So the steam engine, what did it take again?
So it's a boiler, 2 iron gears, 3 iron plates, 5
One
irons.
boiler. Wait. One boiler, 4 gears.
2 gears.
2 gears?
Yeah, 2 gears, 5
Ah,
5 plates.
I'm looking at the wrong one. Okay, 5 plate.
3 screws and 2 pistons.
Screws. 2 pistons. Okay. Now,
And then
what's it take to make a boiler?
So a boiler is 2 screws and 4 plates.
Okay, so 2 screws, 4 plates.
Gonna go all nerdy
Okay.
math on me, huh?
Yep. Now, let's break down these. What does it take to make a screw?
Okay, you're going with the screw first, alright. So a screw is 1 iron ingot.
1 iron ingot per
Or bar.
screw?
1 iron bar per screw.
One bar per screw.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Well, technically you can get 2 screws per bar at my efficiency, but in general I think it is like 1 or 2 bars.
okay. Let's make a gear.
A gear is 2 gears per iron ingot, at least for me.
And default would be?
I don't know. I have a 80% cost reduction.
So 4 times that.
Roughly. Same with the screws. I'm at a...
Well, if we're going by your numbers, let's just go with your numbers. So 1 gear is 2 bars?
Yep. No. 1 gear, or two gears is 1 bar.
Okay, so is 1 gear is half a bar then.
Roughly, yeah.
And then next is a plate.
Like, same with the screws. I can get 2 screws for 1 bar.
2 screws for 1 bar?
Yes.
Okay, so a screw is half of a bar.
Yeah. And it is an exact equal trade for plates. 1 bar.
1 to 1?
Yeah, 1 bar, 1 plate.
Okay. And then what was left? Piston.
So a piston is 1 iron bar and 1 iron pipe.
1 bar and 1 pipe.
Yeah, I have to go upstairs to see. Not here. It's the anvil, isn't it? An iron pipe is half a bar, so I can get 2 iron pipes for 1 bar.
1 pipe equals half a bar.
Roughly, yeah.
Okay. Now let me start adding this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screws total. And then 5 gears. Gears. 9 plates. And 2 pistons. Okay, so 7 screws is 3.5 bars. 5 gears is 2.5 bars. 9 plates is 9 bars. And then 2 pistons. That would be each piston is thus 1.5 bar, so 3 bars. $10, $15, $16, $17, $18 iron bars. Iron bars for that machine. What's your comparison of the value of a gold bar versus an iron bar?
I don't have one. I haven't really thought about it. I was just like spitballing ideas. Okay, so real quick, let me give you a tour of my neighbor's house. Because she's actually built things properly. I just throw things together and get them to work.
Right. I know there's certain like proximities between some machines and other machines to collaborate their work, right?
Yep. So down here at the bottom of my screen, this is my home value. Now my home value currently is the highest on the server. However, it's not the best rounded. My home value is purely the materials and the machines inside it. Now, hers is literally right behind mine, but she doesn't have some of the machines, I don't think, yet. Once she does, I'm pretty sure she'll be higher than me, because she's got kitchen stuff in what would be considered a kitchen, even though that doesn't belong in the kitchen. I'm going to ignore it. And technically she has a second kitchen, because an icebox is technically a... Oh, she's still upgrading stuff too. Look at that. And then she has a generic... Well, no, this would be a kitchen because the bakery is a... Why does she have 3 kitchens? Just make one big one. Anyway. Let's see if she notices me shutting her doors. So here's like her general room. Oh, she put a bison up. Look at that. Oh, this is what she was talking. Oh.
Okay. If you counted an iron bar and a gold bar as equal, just throwing the number out there, then you made 50 gold coins per gold bar. That would be a base value of 900 gold coins for that machine.
Yeah, she's got machines that aren't really working or counted yet. And once those are counted, she probably will have a higher home value.
So
really, she put her bathroom upstairs.
Whatever the value difference you place between a gold bar and an iron bar is what you then apply to that 900.
As a multiplier?
As a multiplier for the base value, not counting the cost of actually making it, just the material value of that bench.
Okay. So that was like a quick brief tour. Here's her little message to everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, I did the color for her.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it. Real quick, like, in order to get some of these scrolls, which come from the books, you have to get the book. And in order to get the book, like, you have to get the materials that it's asking for. And in a lot of cases, you can't get those materials without having first learned something else first, except for like a couple of them. Like the basic engineering, that's not too difficult. That's actually probably the first book you get, realistically. Butchery isn't too difficult, it's just hunting, which sometimes can be difficult because the rabbits aren't always easy to spot in the bushes and some of the foliage. So you end up walking around a lot looking for them. Farming is another one that doesn't take much. Fertilizer, you have to wait till after you get farming, I believe. Glasswork isn't available until after you get masonry.
Oh, and a comparison in value. If you left it at that 900 gold coins for that machine, all the gold that you were talking about that you have available to turn into coin would be able to only buy 4.5.
So like here's my anvil. I can make sorry, I went back to the tour.
That's fine.
I can do like a currency exchange.
The map is gonna just constantly run in my head, that's all.
Yeah. I'll have to get one of these up at some point. Which I only missing a little bit for the currency exchange. Ah.
So you said there's essentially an infinite amount of the credits.
Yeah,
How
there's.
do you get them?
Okay, so the credits are player-based credits. Each player has their own unique credit. It's basically their Steam name or their in-game name with credit at the end of it. And it's infinite. It is literally infinite. And your easiest way to give the credits out or like give players the ability to get the credits is you put up the contract board. Post jobs.
You have an infinite quantity of your own, and if you sell something or trade something to someone else, you can acquire theirs.
Yes. So how it works is...
So you have a specific number of theirs based on how much you've done, but your quantity is infinite for you.
For me to give out to people.
Okay.
Not for me to spend, because I can't really use my own credits to buy stuff, because it's infinite. I would have to basically go to their place and do stuff on their contract board, or they post to my contract board. If they're looking for something they can't craft yet, they can come and post it, and I can, you know, fill the work order.
So if you've done that, there's a given amount of your current your credits in the current economy.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah. And then the currency exchange would let you, what, buy those back? Or convert from one to another?
Probably convert from my currency to their currency.
Okay.
Or it converts the different currencies based on how you have them set up, like the different coins.
Okay.
I would see it being more the coins.
What I would do is once you get your coins going, is have some way, maybe make it the bank, but have some way to buy back all of your credits under your name that others may have acquired.
And then use my currency as just strictly the coins.
Right. For you. Now, between them, they don't necessarily have to do that until enough of your coins are in the economy that everybody has a related sense of the value.
Yeah, without any laws or anything like that, anyone can produce their own currency by making the mint and getting it basically going.
Yeah.
I'll extend that out to the rest, and then I'll see if I can't put the treasury in there, because I can make a treasury too. Which I'm going to go look at the treasury real quick and see.
Yeah. Not looking at the value based on rarity of materials or
Oh,
based on the effort into making it. Just looking at the number of resources could be your base form for the currency. It would be
yeah,
the simplest way of doing it, and there's no particular advantage of using the currency over anything else. But it's a basis in which you could work from.
yeah,
And that's kind of what I was doing. We were just, multiplying a gold bar by 50 coins and then working that.
yeah.
I mean, if you made 10 coins per gold bar, then the machine would be a base quantity of 180.
We'll see.
Base material of
Yeah.
180.
Like, you name the currency, and then when you hit craft, it pops up with a window that says, are you sure you want to back this currency? And I haven't looked at the mint on the wiki to see exactly how all the mechanics work, but there might be more to it than just making the coins.
Well, I would think a backing mechanic may be a built-in. The math that I'm doing may be something into that backing system.
Yeah. Like, it may
Where
expect you to
say,
hold so many gold bars in a chest connected to it or
well,
something like that.
not necessarily. The backing may be what's the value you give it, not necessarily that you have a quantity of it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You may be able to. It may be like if you're making the coin, you have to have enough material to say that this coin is worth this amount of iron bars or something to that effect, just as a generic.
Yeah.
That may be what the backing is. I don't know.
Now, a lot of the crops have died.
Oops.
Yeah, she was wanting to do the farming, so I kind of left it to her, and I haven't really looked at doing it. But no, I'm hoping that we can get probably like a handful of people added to the server that actively want to like play, because there's so much in this game. Like, you can get backhoes and things like that. And in February they're adding a bunch of stuff to the game. So the server will get reset in February when the new content launches.
Okay. Now, of course, all the math that I did is entirely based off of that one machine.
Yeah.
Anything else that you have for sale or have sold, we could look at that and then compare, like, what's the credit value? Because obviously you've been assigning credit values to things.
Well, my currency credit value, not the coins.
Right. Hold on.
There's the coordinates. Nice. Oh, did it put down a waypoint? Oh no, it shouldn't have put down a waypoint.
Okay.
Meteor shard.
So, as a comparison, just with the numbers as is, 18 iron bars to make that assembly line. If we equated an iron bar to a gold bar, that's 72 gold ore for that machine. I'm thinking there needs to be a value difference between a gold bar and an iron bar.
Yeah, there should be, realistically anyway.
What would you think would be a good balance?
Honestly, nuclear fuel. Really? Okay.
Wow.
See, I haven't even scratched some of the stuff that's in the game, like
Apparently.
steam tractor harvester, steam tractor plow. Oh, there's so much.
So, again, value difference between an iron bar and a gold bar.
I couldn't tell you at this point. Like, I haven't really sat down and tried to do any of that. I'm more just throwing it together as I go.
How common is iron? Not counting all the processing that needs to be done, just the raw ore.
It's probably just as common as the gold, copper, and coal. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
exactly. I don't know exactly how the ratios are done. But
Is gold used for anything other than coinage?
I have no idea. I haven't gotten that far yet.
Okay. Because I would think gold would be used for advanced electronics at some point.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
I'm fairly certain gold is used for electronics sooner. Copper. But iron seems to be used for
A lot.
building a lot of the components to build the machines to build things.
I want one of the doors. A rolling mill? Oh,
Ooh.
so much I haven't gotten to yet.
Rolling mill is going to build you large quantities of sheet metal.
Mm-hmm. Small stockpile. A tractor. Ooh, a steam truck. Sorry, I'm just kind of quickly going through and looking for things that I can try and buy from people just as a way to get my currency like out there. So that they actually want to do the jobs. Yeah, we'll do that. Like, I realize I'm not really like setting much of a I guess you would say balanced bar for the economy. Where'd it go? It's just here.
Well,
That's
if you did
filler.
gold bars and just as an abstract made it twice the value of every base resource, then your assembly line would be worth 1,800 coins. Gold coins. Wait. No. 450. Half the number of coins, not twice the number of coins. Which means your current stockpile of gold, if converted to coins, could buy you 10 of those machines.
I make them. I don't need to buy them.
I know, but giving you an idea of the amount of work comparison.
Yeah.
I mean, you have an idea of how much effort it would take to get 36 sorry, drawing a blank. 36 gold ore and processing it to coins versus 18 iron bars and processing it into the components. The iron actually sounds to me like it would take more effort.
Yeah. I hate when that doesn't. There it goes. Oh yes, it's not blocked. Yay. Okay, good.
Loading chests that you can oh so easily reach into the top of.
Shh. It's a video game. What? Okay, it did add it. Okay, good, good, good. Just had to make sure I had enough storage for the items I'd be buying.
So, what are you planning on going and buying?
Oh, not me necessarily going and buying, but I set some items up to buy. So if someone's at certain tech levels, they can come and basically sell it to me.
So it's up the request board.
Yeah. Well, this is my actual store. Using this mechanic and setup, I could set some automated things up to where I could have a couple of those stores, and you'd bring it logs, and it would exchange it from logs to one of two resources that logs are directly made into for a fee. And things like that. Like, I could have it to where it automatically processes for a fee. Same with stone. I could do that with some of the stone stuff, and I haven't done that. I wanna.
When are you gonna start printing out your coins?
I don't know. So I'm producing 800 power. And this one's an output of 2. I don't think I've used even a single 100 watts at any one time so far, because I only have a couple machines that use them. This uses it, but 5 when operating. Okay, when all these are running, I will use a couple 100. Right? Oh, this doesn't use power.
Yes, some of those are obviously hand cranked mechanical.
Yeah.
The lathe, I would think, would use power.
It does, but it
Not a lot.
it's like the same as everything else. It's like they all use 75% or 75 watts. Instead of it being a bit like yeah. I'd use a couple 100 if all my machines were running. Probably closer to 4. But
So, what did you think of calling the coin sovereigns, or did you have another name?
I don't have another name. Sovereigns is fine.
And 50 per gold bar sounds good?
Why not?
Okay. So all that's left is to figure out what the backing thing is, and then you could start printing off coins, right?
Yeah.
So it's holding you back.
I was actually going to hop off and go to bed and do it tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
It is a bit late.
Okay.
But yeah, I figured I'd give you a chance to see what it's like in game. I'm usually like somewhere around 60 frames or higher, but while I'm streaming, I seem to be sitting around 40 to 60 somewhere. I'm hitting 70 and 80 and 100 periodically, but
That's fine.
oh, so what did you think about my stockpiles on my roof?
I don't recall seeing the ones on the roof.
I'm looking at them right now.
Ah. I must say, your roof is rather well constructed.
Yeah, considering everything's built out of like mortared stone or brick practically.
Okay.
No, but I'm thinking of once I get down into the mine a bit more and I have room open up to like actually do things, I plan on moving most of my furniture that doesn't require electricity down into the mine in rooms and build a house down there. And then just like repurpose.
Digging a hole,
Yes.
digging a
Repurpose
hole,
this building. Because if I just make it all out of brick and tier 4 boards, like this here, the nice dark, rich wood floor look, I'll be able to get just about any machine to work, or at least I should be able to, because it'll all be tier 2 and 3. Although when I get tier 4, I may go to... Oh wait, no. Bricks and planks are tier 2. So when I get tier 3, I might start building with tier 3, or I may just wait and go straight to tier 4.
Be right back.
So much gold. So much gold. I can't make that. Okay. A little bit there. Yeah, my protein's so high. I gotta figure out what I can get to get fat without the protein. Yeah, it's just bad. Yeah, I'll have to get...
Okay, I'm back. So you were getting off and going to bed, right?
Yeah, here in a second. I've got so many points because I've been stuck at this point for several days now, not being able to move past it because I can't get my home value high enough in some cases, or it's a lot of materials. I don't even have a mill. Oh, there's still stuff here I haven't done. Look at that. So this... Oh, I get so much out of that now. Yikes, I should go do that. But yeah, when you get a chance to hop on and join me, you know, it'd be kind of nice.
Yeah.
Wow, 16 fish give me 400. That's insane. The tuna is an even higher ratio. I don't think I've run across kelp yet. Huh. I haven't actually gone looking for it either, though, so... Alright, well, I guess that'll be the end of the stream. I'll try and... I want to get back to streaming and recording regularly, but half the time I don't have time.
Uh-huh.
So I hop on, play for a little bit, and then I have to go do other stuff. I come back. Like, it'd be streaming for 20 minutes, 30 minutes sometimes.
Okay.
Alright.